You're listening to Rockers for Wildlife Radio with Paul Paget, only on LA Talk Radio.
Hey, it's Paul Paget. I hope everybody is strapped in. This rocket has fired 2017. Oh, my God. I have one word that's going to describe the whole year. Epic.
Super epic.
Epic, epic, epic. It is just going to be the word of the day. I want to thank my co-host.
Thank you for having me again. I'm excited.
Beautiful, wonderful Vanessa Orozco.
Perfect. You did it perfect this time.
Oh, dang. That's a good thing because I didn't want to have to get slapped again like she did
Not
last
this time
around.
No, we're good.
Yeah, I didn't want that red mark. And you know what? I have some repeat offenders here. This is great. You know what? The Life Changes show, it actually changed my life when I got to meet these guys because they take elevation to another level. And y'all know me, I'm pretty high up there in the ionosphere. But you guys, I think, broke into another galaxy with it. And so I have Filippo Voltaggio.
Perfect this time.
And then I've got Mark Lejour.
Great to be here again.
Oh, man, good to have you, brother. And then we have the boss, Dorothy Lee Donahue. Oh, my God. How are you?
Fantastic.
We love fantastic in this
put
family.
That on our business card next.
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So what you guys been up to? Or guys and gals?
First of all, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you. Oh, my Lord.
Really exciting. I like Epic.
Oh, God.
I like Epic.
It's yummy.
And at the Life Changes show, we're planning Epic this year, and you're a part of it. And
Woo!
I think Vanessa's going to have
I
to
think
be
I
a
can come
part of
along.
it.
I already
think
know
I want to
she
be
is.
epic with everybody.
That's my wingman. I don't go nowhere without
Nowhere.
my wing
We go-
woman.
We're
Sorry.
stuck like glue.
Yeah.
Well, then great.
Oh, yeah.
And we'll talk about how we might incorporate.
Oh, God. Is that a sexy bottle or what? Holy mackerel.
Can we point one of them this way?
Yes.
can.
Yeah.
She's all yours.
It's appropriate.
You know, I've always said if you're not the lead dog, the scenery remains the same. And so I hate for you to look at rear ends all day. You know?
At different tastes, different strokes. Never mind.
Yeah, I know where you're going.
Anyway,
now.
no, don't get me started. So we're started. We are so started. We have a great year planned for everything that we're doing, and we're kicking off the year. We decided with the recalibration, which is a workshop that we do, which is like what a perfect time of year to do this. About 46% of people make a New Year's resolution, and 8% actually achieve their New Year's resolution.
Shit, I'm in the 8%.
I don't want to be in
Holy
that
moly.
8%.
I'm feeling better. My day just got really better, and I woke up
You're
to
in
the
the
great
top 8%.
Yes, I just.
Ionosphere.
Oh my God! I just arrived. Is this a Martian I'm talking to?
And the largest percentage of people, their resolution is about making a positive change in their life.
Right.
And so with the recalibration, what it actually does at any time of the year, at any time of life, from children all the way up to people who are young at heart but old in age, it helps them assess where they are in their life, look back at where they were or where they thought they were, and then look at where they are, where they think they are, and then where they really want to go. Because sometimes we set goals when we're kids or when we're young adults, and then we actually don't want that as we grow up. And it never was our goal; it was our parents' goal, or
Exactly.
and then it's like you don't want to achieve that after all.
Right. You don't want to be a doctor. You don't want to be a nurse. You don't want to be a fireman.
Definitely.
Yeah, and you started saying, and I was going to add to that we have goals set for us so often, right? By the people around us, the people that a lot of kids, are raised by people outside of their family, their nannies,
Exactly.
or uncles, or
Right. Or the next door neighbor, or grandma, or here. I'm gonna throw this in. My mom and dad were married 8 times between the two of them, so I never knew if I was flipping, coming, or going.
Wait, to each other?
Yeah, no.
No.
Oh, to other people.
8. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Oh, yeah. So I can say one thing. Their journey was muddled on the front end, but they've both been married for over 23 years to their current spouses, which was wonderful that they finally achieved.
Wow.
Having to go through a couple knuckleheads, obviously, to find.
We might need to have them on for a wedding changes episode.
I like it. No, seriously, absolutely.
Yeah, it's one way to learn.
Absolutely.
It's like, okay, I don't want that, and
Right.
then
The
don't
hard-
want that
the hard
either.
road.
The hard, yeah.
Oh
the
my
very
God.
hard road, and the expensive road.
Jesus. Yeah.
But that's just it. It's just, if we could stop at any point of our life, like maybe after the first wedding, and then say, okay, that didn't work. Why didn't it work? What did I like from it? What, instead of just going into I fell in love. It's like, well, yes, and
Right.
And then making the same mistakes all over again until the 8th time, and then you get it right.
Exactly. Well, you know what? I can say at least this. They achieved what they were trying to do, and that was to have some sense of stability. And so some people arrive a little bit quicker. And you know what it is, and I see it as a common thread, is that I grew up in Oklahoma, so these are all a bunch of Okie Hicks. I'm French and Hicks. I'm a frick, remember? I'm a frick. But the bottom line is that there are no skill sets that are taught,
right?
Especially in that region. The women, manage the house, and the man goes out and bales hay and milks cows or whatever the hell. Or watches Brokeback Mountain, or no. I saw those assless chaps out there. I was wondering why that cowboy had them chaps on like that. No, sorry, everybody back in Oklahoma. That was a great movie, by the way. If we got any producers listening in, but I just roasted my people. Sorry, classic. But anyway. That's what elevates me with you all. You all have. I'm looking at the recalibration workshop page here. So let's go down the rabbit hole on that, because you're trying to. When is that?
We're doing it on the 28th and 29th. It's a weekend. We call it the Recalibration Weekend Intensive because it's intense. It's intense.
Wow.
People. We start out with questions that people haven't asked themselves, or people haven't asked them. It's interesting you say there are no skill sets out in, you called it Hicksville.
In Hicksville.
Right? But these skill sets aren't taught even in schools. I never learned this stuff.
No. You've got to seek it out yourself.
But it's time that this stuff is taught.
Mainstream.
Exactly. In schools. And right now we're talking to a couple corporations, like 2 of the largest in the world. Sweet. And they're asking us all these questions. And it's interesting. One of the comments I made to one particular company was, look, you're teaching how to have relationships. We need to have better relationships with our customers. Right. And I'm thinking, it's interesting how you're concerned about relating with your customer, but people don't even know who they are. They don't even have a relationship with themselves.
That's super important.
Right?
Critical.
They think they're this person or that person to that person or that person to that company, but they don't even really know who they are. So what are you trying to, have a relationship with when you don't even know who's trying to relate?
So true.
So I used this example. I said, okay, so if you walk into a room and all of a sudden that guy and everything in the room turns green, it's like, why did it turn green? Well, because that guy's yellow and you're blue, right? Yellow and blue makes green. I'm just
yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
You got it.
So that guy's yellow, that guy or that girl's yellow, and everything turns green, right? But then you walk into another room and everything turns purple,
right.
And it's like, well, how did it turn purple? Well, because that guy or that girl's a red and you're a blue, and does that make purple?
It does.
Okay,
yes.
Good. So I'm like, the common denominator here is that you're the blue guy walking in the room,
right?
Or the blue girl, walking in the room, right?
Hey.
So that's why that energy or that experience turns that color.
Absolutely.
Right? So if you walk into another room and you're like, I don't know what to expect, it's like, well, if you know what they are and you know what you are, you kind of know what you're going to get.
It.
But if you don't know you're the blue guy or you're the blue girl, you have no clue.
Exactly.
And that's the thing is like, let's find out what color we are, what energy we are, how we relate with ourselves before we relate with anybody else.
It's critical. I'm on a remap. Mark, wait. I saw you leaning in there, brother.
Also
Go ahead.
Owning it, right? People are walking around thinking they're the blue guy or blue girl and acting like the green guy or green girl or whatever it might be. And so, the other thing is seeing it, being guided to see it, and then owning it are, I think, levels of the process.
Oh yeah, it's critical. You nailed that on the head, big time. And so, as what I've done all over the world with my life coaching, and been very fortunate, I've got to help a lot of people, and I have now seen the lineage of years of it, of how they kept the ball rolling. But I fed them too. I'm always feeding and sending out positive affirmations, things that you start your day off real solid before you put your feet on the ground. Started meditating again. I'm just coming out of a 23-year marriage, and so realizing that I had trapped myself where I hadn't taken full command of my life, especially at the level where I'm at now. I see things way clearer. I almost had to saw my leg off to get the ball and chain off of it. I would have come in here pegged like Pirate Man. But once I did one thing, like in my book that's coming out, it's about who's in your hot air balloon basket with you? Are you reaching the altitude you want to hit? And if not, look at who you've invited into the ride. And, you know, sometimes you got to chunk a few people over the side. And then you think, okay, well, I'm going to gain some altitude, and realize you're not gaining any altitude, and they're hanging onto the tie-down rope down there, still trying to drag you. And then you got to chop the rope off. And so, but it takes a concerted effort. And it's very hard to purge, because you get toxic people around you that all of a sudden stop your positiveness. It halts it because you're managing all the bull crap. It just locks you up. You all know that firsthand. You teach it. So I'm going to give a few positive affirmations for all of you all out there. And I'm going to post this so you don't have to remember them right now. So, and you've got to say affirmations you've got to say it like you know it, you believe it. It's faith, hope, all of it. It's 100%. If you do it 99%, it will not arrive. It'll be fragmented. So, positive affirmation. I am healthy and happy. Wealth is pouring into my life. I am sailing on the river of wealth. I'm getting wealthier each day. I have a lot of energy. I study and comprehend fast. My mind is calm. You know, those are some key ones. I've got a million of them. I mean, you just go down the list. So talk about affirmations.
You know, what's interesting about affirmations is that some people say affirmations don't work. And Dorothy has been saying, oh, they do work, because people think that their affirmations are the positive ones that they say every once in a while. Actually, Dorothy, you take this.
To bring us home.
Absolutely. Affirmations work, but most of the time we're affirming at a very unconscious level. Unconscious.
Absolutely.
And so we're affirming all of the negative. I feel bad, or life sucks, you know, and they don't realize how often they go into that negativity. I love the fact of the energy that you put in your affirmations. I share affirmations with people all of the time, and I ask them to read them out loud.
That's key.
That's number one.
Yes.
Read them out loud.
Period.
If you have a long list of affirmations and you start reading it, your mind will go to, oh, I've got to go to the store, or I've got to
wander.
Check on the laundry.
Yep.
And if you read them out loud and you connect with them, they work beautifully.
It cuts all that chatter out.
It does.
You know, you're so right. I plaster mine on the mirror in my bathroom. So when I wake up in the morning, I have the affirmations for that week that I need to, on my weak sides that I try to build. Mark.
That's a perfect way to bring it into your daily life. The other thing people don't realize is they're listening to their affirmations and then repeating them in their songs as they're singing their songs, or they're watching their affirmations in the kind of TV when they're watching sad movies or sad songs saying, I want a happy life, and then they're, you know, listening to Adele or something all day long and affirming these, you know, sad stories, and then wondering why they're having the same thing repeat in their own life.
Exactly. You know, you can't repeat the same things over and over and expect something to change. It's crazy.
Absolutely.
And here's the thing. This is the problem out there, a big problem. It's not what happens. It's how you respond to it. That's key and critical. So and it's taken me a half a damn century to come into that, but I'm glad I've arrived. You know, that's the thing. I've made it into that threshold now where you stop and think before you act and or open your flipping mouth.
Right. Most people.
Mark,
You've also arrived with a guitar on. So
holy moly! You know what? On that note, it's time for a musical snack. Oh my God! Here, we'll do something elevating here. I won't play the whole song though. Here you go. there's a musical little snack.
We love
Just a
it.
little
It was
snack.
great.
Just a little snack.
What was it?
That's one of mine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't play covers. Yeah. It's a waste of energy. I've got creativity coming from the heavens above. Why would I waste time on what other people have worked on? It doesn't make any sense. Does it?
Doesn't make sense.
You don't arrive at your destiny by messing with somebody else's. It's crazy. I do a couple covers, but keep sharing on what you were talking about, Dorothy. Sorry, I had to get everybody a spoonful of music.
That's okay. That was great.
Thank you.
I think it's so important to, as you say, plaster your mirror. I have affirmations all over my wall.
Yes.
I have them everywhere I look. And I learned a long time ago what we look at enters every cell in our body. And so if you're looking at a lot of crap, and most people do,
Yes.
they watch TV and they listen to the news and they read the news. And
negative.
I scan the headlines, and then I send love and light out to the parts of the world that have been negatively affected. I think it's a great way to start the day. And so when people say, oh, this is really awful, I say, well, let's find the gift in it. There's always a gift. And
yes.
someone asked me, I firmly believe we write our stories. And so someone said, why would a child write a story to be abused? And I said, so many of them have, because they are here to wake up humanity. And if these get reported on and people start looking at it, or animals, and they start looking at it and choose to make a positive difference.
Bam. Living
I
with
love that.
purpose. Living
I
with
love that.
purpose. That's the key. It is living with a purpose.
It is.
Oh my gosh.
We all write our stories, and I wrote a very interesting story. I married the same man twice, not once, but
Wow.
twice. Thank God I didn't do it
That's
8
true
times.
love.
Yeah. It's true insanity.
I was not going to say that. I'm waiting for a correction there.
But
Oh my gosh, I love it.
There was a purpose. I have 2 beautiful children.
Absolutely.
Because of it.
That's the
so
way mine
I know
was.
that I wrote that story.
See, that's a recalibration right there. And a lot of people
time.
don't take the time or know how to assess that. So,
Absolutely.
for example, Dorothy had to, at some point, and a lot of the recalibration came from her experience, my experience, Mark's experience throughout our lives and things that we've learned, and putting all of that together. So Dorothy's example married the same man twice, and it's a simple example is that, so if she looked at that and said, wow, I screwed up twice. Instead, now she could look back and say, had I not done that, then this wouldn't have happened and this wouldn't have. So instead of being upset with herself, now she's saying, okay, that was the right decision at that time.
Exactly.
And that was the best I knew how to do. And from here going forward, so your affirmations, for example, if we affirm from a place of strength, like she can do now and has been for a while, from a place of, yeah, that's what I needed to do or knew how to do or the best I could do. But and so now so she doesn't have to be upset with herself. She doesn't feel bad about herself.
Radio.
And she can say, I feel good about me, and now I can go on making even better decisions. But if we just keep looking back at our past and our mistakes, or as Dorothy would say, our less than elegant choices, we just feel bad about ourselves. And how could we move like on sure-footedness forward if we feel bad about ourselves?
Boy, you
so it's time
can't.
to recalibrate.
Boy, it is. It's the
yeah, it
reframing of the mind.
It is, and a great part of recalibration for me was forgiving myself.
Key.
Just absolutely loving and forgiving myself for my less than elegant choices. And
You know-
God knows I made many of them.
I got to stop you right there. So that is, you nailed something. So I'm actually having a problem with that.
Are you?
Yes, because my dad boogied when I was 1, so there was a bunch of muddled up crap there. So there was a level that started then. It sunk into my subconscious so heavily it started branding me. And so then I go through all this stuff through my marriage and all that, and it is what it is. But forgiveness, I'm finding a tougher road for me now. It's an interesting space. I've had a couple business partners pull a bunch of crap and had to throw them out of the hot air balloon basket. And but that's an area. So talk to me about how to work on some of that. School me.
It's so interesting.
Have him come to the recalibration.
That's right. If you come to the recalibration,
I love it. I knew that was coming.
You set it up for us. Thank you.
The recalibration is so great because I've seen a lot of people really begin to understand why they can't forgive, who they're really angry at. And it's very interesting because I used to be very angry with my ex. Then I realized that we're never angry with anyone but ourselves.
Exactly.
And it's for not being awake enough to see that we had a more elegant choice to make. And so being angry with ourselves does not feel good.
Nope.
So it's so much easier to forgive myself than to continue to be angry. And so I look for the good in whatever happened.
Right.
And then I just say over and over, you talk about an affirmation, I love and forgive myself for my less than elegant choices. And there's a wonderful prayer called the Ho'oponopono. I'm so sorry, please forgive me, I love you, I thank you. And everybody's been taught to direct that at their loved ones. And I say, I'm so sorry, Dorothy. Please forgive me for my less than elegant choices. I love you and I thank you for surviving the story. You can't say it just once. Just like one time an affirmation doesn't work.
Right.
And when you find yourself unforgiving, try that, Paul, because it will elevate you.
You know what? That was better than my musical snack I just did. I just got full off that. And you nailed it, though, because I have had, it is forgiving myself. Now, I'm working on it, and I'm making progress. I've been going down to the beach. I've been meditating. I've been finding that center of my own universe, and it's been helping dramatically. And going back and working out, because I'd stop for about 3 or 4 months, and then I'd start going ugly, Mark.
Well, and like Dorothy said, you can't just do it once.
Nope.
And we talked about it with affirmations. And, you know, we exercise, we go to the gym, we realize repetition. I always talk about repetition. And when you're memorizing lines as an actor, it's about repetition. And the same thing in your life. If you're creating a river of negative thoughts, and then all of a sudden you have a moment of affirmative thoughts or happy thoughts, it's still going to take more to reroute that river. You have to start putting as much energy into the affirmations and into the life that you're wanting that you were putting into the life that you didn't want.
I'm loving that. Exactly.
What I love about the recalibration, the way we do it and we guide people to go through is this. Actually, a really good example happened just before I came to the show, where I was talking with my brother who knows me well, one of my brothers, and I said to him, you know, I had an experience just a couple days ago with a particular type of person that was actually positive when I've always had a negative experience with that type of person. And by type of person, I mean somebody who's in a particular profession. And we won't get into it now. And I said, you know, the time that I this, and that was negative, and the time that I this, and that was negative. And then my brother said, but what about the time that was positive, wasn't it? And I'm like, oh gosh, that was really positive. And he said, and what about the time this? And I'm like, wow, that was a really great experience. But I couldn't think of it. And I've told this story over and over again that I've had a positive experience, and I've never had a positive experience before. Why? Because Bruce Lipton teaches us, Dr. Bruce Lipton, and that from biology, he says, we're either off or we're on. Like, we either think of something as negative or something as positive, and we don't necessarily see the other side. So if we've chosen to look at our past or certain experiences as negative, we've completely dropped the iron curtain on anything positive that might have happened at the same time.
Exactly.
Dr. DeMartini says that at the same time that something positive happens, something negative's happening. I don't like that side of the story, but at the same thing that something negative's happening, he says there's also something positive happening. And if we don't look at that, then we're completely out of balance. And we need to recalibrate that.
Absolutely. Balance is everything. You know what we're going to do? Because we're going to keep carrying this all the way to the end of the show. But if we could bring our artist in and get LJ and we're going to get Steve Severs. Then you all are I'm going to do about 5 to 8 minutes with them, and then we'll get you all back in here, and we are going to elevate and inspire. And I'll give a musical snack while they're getting in here.
Yeah, thank you. I feel so elevated.
I do.
Amazing. I'm so impressed. Wow. Let's go. Let's get it. Oh, I think you got it better than I did, right? Join the party. Join the party.
I had to slow it down and stop it.
We had to slow it, and we were getting on beat. We were ready.
Perfect. I like it. I love it.
Amazing.
Oh yeah, a little snack for everybody.
And I know you liked our backup maracas.
Yeah, we're gonna work on that.
I don't know what we were doing, but we were working on it.
We were gonna meet at the studio and practice that song. I don't even know what the hell it was, but we were just playing. You know what? We've got some interesting musical snacks that just rose to the occasion.
We are excited. Talking about elevation, we have these two amazing, very talented young men.
Why don't you introduce the world?
Which we're very excited about. So we have Stevie Dub, and then we have LJ in the house. So
how's everybody doing?
We're doing amazing. Thank you for being here. So
thank you for having us.
So
appreciate it.
Stevie, tell us about your world. What's shaking, brother?
Just busy, man. Well, Happy New Year to everybody.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Mm-hmm.
We're just we're looking forward to a great 2017. 2016 was a great year, and we have a lot of things coming up.
Damn, we love it. Yeah, I've got a little musical snack of yours here, I think.
What you got?
Well, I've got let's see, it says Worth Your While? Heartbreak Worth Your who is?
Yeah, go ahead. You can.
Is that good?
Ooh. Yeah, you could. Throw
let's give a little.
We're gonna make it worth our while.
Yeah, let's give it a little snackarooski. We're gonna roll back here. Here you go. Let's let the world know what this is all about.
I just want peace and I just want loving. I'm saying at least care about someone while you're still here.
This heart is all we got. If this stops, we are.
I just want to teach the whole world something. I'm just trying to preach, but the whole world front while they still here.
We only get one shot, so make it worth
I live a real fast life. You hear that all the time. But that's what's on my mind now, mind now. Oh, and I've been doing real well. I'm doing oh so well. In case you couldn't tell, dog. Oh, so dim the lights real low. As the world moves slow. And just enjoy your time here. Yeah, I'm just trying to change everything that I feel and make a change with everything that I do. I know we all the same and only roll with a few. I'm just saying, don't only think about you, man. I just want peace and I just want loving. I'm saying at least care about someone while you're still here.
This heart is all we got. If this
You know what? That is awesome. We're going to fade that baby so we can talk about all of this.
Banger.
Oh,
Thank you.
man.
So we love it. The message is amazing, and going back to elevation and how he ties into his, giving back a little history on him. I've known him for a while, and everything that he does, it's all about being positive, bringing positive to the world. So give us a little bit more about.
Feed us.
Well, I mean, the song just kind of came about. Shout out to my homegirl Heartbreak, which my boy LJ knows as well. She's an amazing singer. It just came about, like, I'm a hip hop artist as well as I do a little sing song, but just there's a lot of people that are making a lot of music that doesn't really do anything. There's no fulfillment in it, So for us, we wanted to make something that was just like something about positivity. That's everything that I'm surrounded by. Our movement is called 7%er, which represents basically represents the 7% of the people in the world who have a goal and a dream, and they inspire others along the way to continue to go after their goals.
Boom.
And it's connected with a nonprofit organization. $2 of every purchase goes back toward our nonprofit organization, which we donate to schools and give scholarships to schools and whatnot. We've done that all around LA, and our investors from Brooklyn, so we've invested in some schools and everything out there as well. So just positivity, man. That's what we're on. It's 2017,
We love it.
so we
It's
should all be on that same
Boy.
That's
page.
big 2017. We love it.
right.
We love the message. So tell us what's coming up for 2017.
I'm currently working on a project. I have a date, but I'm not going to release it just yet. The element of surprise is a
It's a
beautiful
secret.
thing.
We will bring him back.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. You're
Them the
coming
best
back,
ones.
baby.
Yeah. So I'm working on basically my whole year is just centered around getting my mind right, making sure that my mental stability is right and everything is cool. This industry will kind of shake you a little bit every once in a while if you allow it to. So this year is really about a positive message, but really getting the people to understand more so who I am. So I'm working on a project as well as a concept album. So I'm very, very excited for people to hear about this concept album, but we'll get to that later. So just
Well,
be ready.
we're going to feature you, so we're going to have you back soon,
We will.
and we'll have you on for longer because I want to get you all in here and prime the audience. LJ, baby. All
We're
right.
going to
Now,
LJ.
oh, man, I know this guy's got one hell of a story. He's got a legend for a father, and I know that DNA is obvious off in your blood. That's for sure.
Yeah, it's in there. It's in there.
Good Lord.
Definitely
So
say it's
what's
in there.
going on, man?
Oh man, a new year, fresh start. Where do I start? Got a new single, Special, which you guys are the first one that's actually going to be able to debut it.
Hey,
Which is
We're
huge.
When's that? When's that?
Yes, could be today.
Really?
do it right now.
Tell me where I need to
Yeah,
go to
yeah.
pull it up.
We're going to pull it up.
You got to pull it up.
Yeah, let
Yeah.
us know. How can we pull it up?
Where you can keep talking, just tell me where to go.
Definitely. What else? Produced by Sonny Ray.
Yep.
Which his pops did a lot of music for American Idol.
Mm-hmm.
It was mixed and mastered by my boy Ryan Payne, which he's in the Midwest. Shout out to him. And yeah, man, we started by just vibing out. I always like to get real personal with the producers.
Nice.
Explain a lot of things that either I've been through or what I'm going through, or a lot of my close brothers and sisters. Absolutely. And he made the beat from scratch. Then I started coming up with the hook, and then we put together the verses, and then we finished up the record in about like 3 hours.
Whoa!
Totally like mixed and
I'm loving
mastering.
it.
Yeah, so it was one of those. It was just
Vibe.
good energy. Good
That's when the
vibes.
magic
Yeah.
hits.
Yeah.
What's the
Always
name of
special.
the single?
Special.
Special? Where is it? Is it on SoundCloud?
Not yet. Actually, it's gonna be uploaded to iTunes, Spotify. We'll be on SoundCloud.
Gotcha. So where can I find it
So
right
how
now?
can we pull it up now so we can
Yeah, the
give
same.
a little
definitely,
taste to everybody?
the little taste to it. Do you have it in the email?
Well,
You
no,
wanna
no.
say-
So tell me, where's the
You can tell
site?
Paul and we'll pull it
yeah,
up for
I've
you.
got a
okay,
computer.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, definitely. You want to actually pull it up on SoundCloud? Actually, I got a private link. You guys could check.
Well, that's gonna be tough. So that's gonna because I'll end up taking the show trying to dig it out.
Gotcha.
So if you've got an easy link, that's good. Or is it not on your website there?
It actually is.
All right. Is this LJ the official fan site? Okay, so there I've got some stuff going on there, and I don't see it pulling up. Gallery, news, music page. Oh my God, we might have another musical snack coming
might
up.
find it.
And SoundCloud. And what's the name of it?
Special.
Special.
Special. I don't see it on your deal.
But for right now, we can play Casanova. Just
Casanova?
give them a taste.
Oh, bam! Here we go. This is LJ in the house, baby.
What's up with your pretty young thing? 20 minutes, I'll be on my way. No spot on the boulevard. We can walk, girl, it's not too far. Looking right like I thought you would. 20 minutes never looked so good on you. But I know that's how you do. I got my homies on my end. Your homegirls and you too. I should be with my friends. I'd rather be with you. We can kick it till whenever. Trade kisses in the dark. Oh, and if you're looking for a man, I'm no Casanova.
Oh my God!
I love it.
Oh, that is a
I am
hot,
not a Casanova.
hot piece. Oh my gosh!
Hey, props, man. That's
Oh.
good. That's good
We
stuff,
love it.
bro.
We have a room full of
Oh.
talent. So what's coming up for 2017? Any new projects? Anything
Definitely,
that's coming up
definitely.
on TV?
Where to start? Actually, gonna be starting a new TV show that me and my bro Doc is working on. It's gonna be kind of around like the transition of a high school student / basketball player,
Nice.
transition to college and
Awesome.
just the different diversities and things he has to deal with.
Perfect.
Loving it.
Yeah, so we're actually gonna start shooting that in March.
Awesome. We're excited. We can't
yeah,
wait.
Yeah, definitely. And then
Yeah.
actually gonna shoot the music video for Special at the end of this month.
Nice.
Nice.
So I'm looking to release that, hopefully around February.
And then tying back, I guess, to Elevation, I know you do a couple of charity events along with
Right.
playing basketball. So touch a
Definitely,
little base. Give
definitely.
us a little background on
Absolutely. The past 2 years, I've been doing a lot of different high school tours. My boy, shout out to Holly Wizzle, Jude Thomas.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
hey,
That's the homie right there.
Yeah,
He's
he,
a good dude.
really gave me a shot and an opportunity to just really go into schools, perform for the kids, and raising money for the schools.
that. Amazing.
So that's definitely
Amazing.
what I'm all about.
That's great.
And just really just seeing the smiles on their faces and having the opportunity to get in front of the kids and talk to them and be able to perform.
And that's what it's all
I'm
about.
loving it. It
Elevating,
is.
being
Definitely.
positive, obviously bringing positive vibes to you. You do good, you
Exactly.
put good out in the world, right?
Absolutely.
Positive comes back. So we're
Hey,
really.
Tell us where everybody can go see your stuff at.
Definitely. You guys can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat at TheRealLJ, ELJAY. My website, TheRealLJ.com, to be able to stay posted on just about everything that I'm doing.
Cool. Can we get you back here to premiere your song?
Of course.
I want to do that immediately. Yeah.
Of course.
After
of
hearing
course.
Casanova, I know it's got to be just hot stuff.
Yeah.
We want to be the first.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So-
Oh yeah.
Gotcha.
Oh yeah.
Definitely,
I'll even.
definitely.
You can come back next week. We'll pop it out there.
All right,
I'm
got it.
serious.
All right.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Stevie, LJ, appreciate you all.
Thank you.
I've got to
problem,
weave
man.
in a bunch of stuff.
No
Thank you.
problem.
It's all about elevation. It's about balance. It's
Yes,
about
sir.
love, happiness, and harmony,
right.
baby.
Definitely.
Let's bring Steve Severs in. Will you tell Steve, please, to roll his rear end in here?
And then
These are-
just
these are
And
for you guys, by the way.
Oh, bam,
see,
baby.
see?
Y'all hang out in the green room. We're going to do
Awesome.
a bunch of photo session stuff, and
okay.
we'll rock the house.
All right, sounds
Thanks,
good.
guys.
Thank you, guys.
Appreciate y'all.
Appreciate you.
We'll have you back.
Oh,
Thank
yeah.
you.
All right.
Take care. So I'll bring a musical interlude in for Steve to come in. You guys go ahead and take
You
the
guys
green
awesome.
room.
Thank you.
No worries.
Shut that door, please. What an entrance. He got a musical introduction.
I love it.
Nice. Do you need backup?
Good.
Backup?
I do.
I don't know how good we
Here you
did
go.
last
I'll
time.
keep the beat.
We have 3 backup now. I like this backup better.
Former drummer here, so
There you go. Perfect.
keep it going.
All righty. That's how it's done.
like we rocked.
Oh my God, we have got Steve Severs,
What's going on, guys?
Bionic Buzz in
Yes.
the house. Holy moly. Good to have you here, brother.
Thanks for having me, man.
Dude.
I'm a multimedia turtle. A lot of things to talk about here tonight.
Dude,
or
I'm
today.
telling you, this
Yeah.
is crazy. So I met Steve over at Paramount. We were doing the
Yeah.
virtual reality stuff, working with all the top of the top of the top of the top. And, this is the beauty about what Steve does. And I'm going to steal his thunder for a second.
Go ahead, man.
He asks celebs what their passions are in life.
Mm-hmm.
And that's in hopes to help inspire others to pursue their passions as well. Expand on that.
It's all about spreading positivity, man. Because I think, we do a lot of red carpets, and a lot of people ask the same generic questions.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with plug-in projects and stuff. But we want to know what they're passionate about. We want to inspire others to pursue their passion. Because so many celebrities, they're into charities a lot of people don't know about, or in the hobbies they picked up later on. And when people hear that, they've kind of like, man, you know, I've always wanted to play guitar, but I'm too old. But they hear someone else doing it, you know, they're doing it. So very exciting. So yeah, so we met at VR in the lot at Paramount Studios, and I found out about your passion for the wildlife when I talked to you. So it's great.
It is the human wildlife and the nature's wildlife.
Yeah.
And I consider the human one way more dangerous. Way more dangerous. I work with lions, tigers, bears, great whites, and those are the kittens of the world. They are.
And me, I'm all about turtles. Yeah.
Well, wait. So I got to expand on that. I think you just saw that. So I am the turtle man. I've got. I'll have to send over some turtle stuff that I've done. It's just crazy, but yeah, I'm a lover of turtles too, big time. Obviously, that was sad. Did you see that plastic on that turtle? He couldn't.
I see that quite a bit.
On Facebook.
Yeah,
that's so sad.
Because think about that. They're burning up on the surface. He couldn't descend. It was wrapped around his neck, and so he couldn't sink down to the bottom of the ocean. He was stuck.
Yeah.
And lo and behold, that guy on that kayak rolls up and yanks him out of the water, and boom, he immediately descended, went straight to the floor of the ocean. It was just lovely. Love people doing the right thing. Talk about the comic.
Yeah, Super Pirate Booty-On. It's the award-winning animated web series and comic book, which I am the voice of Daniel the Turtle in, and the co-creator, writer, and stuff. And it's rock and roll in the high seas, man. It's all about a pirate, you know, trying to be kind of a superhero, but his kryptonite is he's a pirate. He loves booty. You know, he loves treasure and girls, and he probably would love this tequila right here.
Oh my God! Well, you know what? Here's the thing. So we got to talk about this. So Steve calls me up and says, "Hey, I want to do a comic with you being one of the characters, and then bring Slash in." Expand on that. That was clever, turning me into a superhero in comics.
Yeah, because like I read about Rockers Wildlife, and I was like, it'd be cool to team up. So basically, the comic book, we team up with a charity called Music Saves Lives, which promotes blood donation targeting young adults. They've been around for 12 years. They go out into Vans Warped Tour every year. So what they do is mostly old people donate blood. So we're trying to hook them while they're young, be blood donors for life.
Absolutely.
So we influence them by giving them free music tracks or backstage passes, concerts, and stuff like that. So basically, they wanted to target kind of the Comic-Con world, and they saw our animated web series. Like, this is a perfect fit.
Yep.
So our characters, Captain Zach Stever is a pirate, and Daniel Turtle, team up different celebrities in each animated PSA or comic book. So this one we got Dave Mustaine of Megadeth.
Hey.
And voiceover legend Tom Kenny. He did the voice of SpongeBob and so many other great characters.
Congratulations, man.
So yeah, I want to keep it going. I want to do another one for 2017. So basically, this is a free comic book. It's given out at blood centers around the country. If you donate blood, you get for free. We also give it out at Comic-Cons around the country and stuff. And awesome. Music Saves Lives events like Vans Warped Tour and stuff. So I like to have a new one. And I was like talking to him. I was like, it'd be cool to plug for his blood donation and helping the environment, because we got this big mess of plastic in the ocean, and as a turtle lover, I'm not a fan of it. So what can we do to help promote both? So
absolutely.
So hopefully, yeah, if Slash wants to be on board, otherwise we'll get someone else and we'll make it happen.
Dude,
so, yeah.
You got to tell that little story though. So I'm on the boat, right? And then Slash comes down from the heavens above.
Oh yeah.
do you remember that?
Yeah. So basically, I'm a huge Godzilla fan, and so basically we did like a smog monster parody, where the giant plastic bag turns into this giant monster, and we need help, and Slash comes in and saves the day.
Oh, I love it. It's just too cool. Well,
I don't want to give it too much, because if it comes out, like, just a little tease,
all I wanted was a little comic book snack there for everybody.
But I'm very excited. Hopefully it will happen. I'm keeping positive vibes. So
well, I'm working on that, and we are going to make things happen. This year is about epic.
Oh, definitely.
Epic.
So
everything.
I'm all about inspiring. That's my biggest thing.
Well, you just stole my tag.
Dude.
No.
My next flag is my movie, Super Pirate Booty, the documentary. So,
dude.
Yeah. Basically, I've done a lot of indie animation panels around conventions and stuff. And if I can do this award-winning animation from a laptop, and me and my partner, David, who's the co-creator, I think we can inspire others to actually create and do stuff. So I decided to turn it into a little movie, and basically it's kind of like behind the music for VH1. It's behind the animation. So you talk about our hit songs, we talk about our animation, and all the ups and lots of downs being independent animators. But yeah, you can check this out, superpowerbia.com. It's on video on demand right now.
Repeat where they can see that at?
Superpowerbia.com. Check out musicsaveslives.org, where you can find a blood center near you, donate blood through the program. Check out bonicbuzz.com, and we're working with Jackie Lewis Productions. We'll be launching a TV network hopefully 2017. So keep tuned, man. 2017 is gonna be good. Man.
2017.
Yeah, let's
so
keep it with the theme.
What do you have on the calendar the next month? Anything hot?
I just booked a hotel. Literally, I was waiting in the green room for CES.
Really?
I'll be going to Vegas now.
Love
Friday.
it. I got it. Yeah, everybody's
Hopefully
trying to
see Diana Kelly while I'm there.
She's there. She's heading there right now. She's
I know
that's
a lot
my
of people
PR,
are.
Diana Kelly.
She's
yes.
amazing. I've met her through Bonic Buzz, and she's been a blessing. And she came out to. I just did a Music Saves Lives Christmas party at Gibson Showroom.
Yep, was with you.
You came out. That was a lot of work, but oh my goodness, that came out great.
You all killed it.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
man.
I'm working on some new events, and I got that. I got NAMM coming up this month too, so we'll be there covering that.
Bingo.
So, yeah.
Loving that. I'll be out at NAMM also.
Awesome.
So that's going to happen.
Let's jam together sometime.
We will. Dude, I'm all over it. You don't have to twist my arm.
Yeah.
And
I miss playing drums, so my drum kit's still in Maryland. I grew up in Maryland. So,
dude, yeah, you got to get that baby back home.
What's the problem? Because like drums, like once I go into college, live in apartments, you can't play that anymore. You know?
Unless you
I
got
live in a
those-
townhouse now, so it's like. But I want to get electric kit someday.
That's
so.
what I was going to say. Electric, and you're there. Definitely.
Yeah.
We'll have to get together at the studio. I'd love to. Are you doing Sundance this year?
No, I wish.
Yeah.
Hopefully one day.
Yeah.
Hopefully one day have like animation film there or something. So.
Awesome. Nice.
Or TV or something. That's my goal. So I've been doing Super Power Bria. I love doing radio shows because it started as a skit on my inner college radio show.
Yep.
I was general manager at WVIU, American University in Washington, D.C.
Yeah.
And I was so annoyed when I had no students not showing up doing their shows. I don't know how dead air. So I decided to do a skit to hope to inspire others. So a weekly skit, about this wacky pirate and turtle. Because I remember sitting in my script writing class, and teachers said, just combine stuff you love. And I was like, okay, I really love pirates, but it's interesting. As a kid, I really loved pirates, but pirates is a very kid-friendly thing, They liked, they were the rock stars of their time.
Right.
Man. They just came and like drank rum and smashed stuff. Went on
Stumble
tour
around.
around the Caribbean, So.
Yeah.
And it's like, and I love turtles. I had a turtle farm growing up. I would find turtles that were injured, and I would nurse them back to health and release them back in the wild.
That's
A lot of box turtles and stuff. So I was like, okay, I got pirates, turtles. It's combined music, but I also like superheroes. So it's like, that's what I love about the comic book so much, because superheroes is all about saving lives. And if you donate blood, each
Then
blood
you're saving
donation
lives.
saves up to 3 lives.
That's correct.
And half the blood goes to cancer patients. So it helps keep them alive. So
Hey, get out and give some blood, people.
yes, musicsaveslives.org.
Critical.
Check it out.
That's it. Steve, we're having you back.
Thank
I
you.
love that you came out here. Thanks for covering so
thank
much
you.
ground. And tell everybody your website.
Superpowerbria.com. That's SUPA. And you can check out all our animation on there. You can check out the comic books. Superpower Bria documentaries got released. And please check out bonicbuzz.com. You can check it. Click on VR.
It's hot.
You can see my interview with Paul at
It's
VR a
hot,
lot.
baby.
So.
Oh, yeah. We killed it out there.
Yes.
Do me a favor. Put all that together. Tag me on Facebook. We'll let everybody know so they can go click on all this stuff and go find this amazing work. Steve, thanks. I appreciate
Thank you
coming
guys
out,
for
brother.
having me.
Definitely.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Would you tell Mark and Dorothy to come back?
Come back in.
Kick 'em.
Can I
And then
get
we're
some-
gonna
do I
do
get some goodbye music?
Oh, yeah. Here. You know what? I like that.
I love it.
It's not goodbye. It's see you later.
It's
you
come
later.
back.
Oh,
Come
yeah.
back next time.
Thanks, Steve. Oh my God,
And
here they
they're
are. Oh yeah, they're back in the house. Oh, now see, I've always said you don't remember the first song of the concert. You don't remember the middle song, but you
remember the
damn well
last.
remember the encore. And so the encore is right now, right here. It is the Life Changes crew. And they've got some big stuff happening. Let me tell you, the recalibration. And I know this, in the planet we live in, everybody needs this. Everybody.
and not just once, because we're changing all the time. So what we decide right now won't be what we need to decide 10 years from now.
Right.
We'll be 10 years older. The world will have changed over 10 years a lot nowadays.
Yep.
We'll have changed a lot. And then we'll either be married or divorced, or married and divorced 4
Twice.
times.
8 times.
Brutal.
Hopefully not. But we'll either have kids or whatever it is. It's like that'll be a completely different world. And so when we're kids, it's one thing. When we're young adults, it's another. And when we're in college, it's another. It just keeps going on. And am I pounding on the table?
He's playing the drums.
I got him so
Excited.
musically inspired. He's playing bongos.
He gave up on the maraca.
And you know what's jacked up? Me as a musician, I just roll with the rhythm of it. That's what's good. It's all good.
You know,
Mark.
the other thing, there's
Yeah.
so many good motivational tools and things like that. And so a lot of people have, think that they know when they hear recalibration, they think they know what it is, or, oh, I've been to this or I've been to that. But if you're going down the wrong path and someone gives you tools to go down the wrong path more confidently or more quickly, right?
Well said.
You got to get a realignment
Oh,
with
yeah.
yourself. And a
Oh,
lot of
yeah.
people don't even realize that they're so far off track of who they are or where they really want to be or where they should be or what their essence is.
Absolutely. Well said.
Yeah, really well said. Thank you, Mark. I think about it. It's just like there are so many courses. You can make more money. You could achieve, and then, and money's great. But what if you make money and totally screw up the rest of your life?
Exactly. It's not even worth it.
If is that really what you want? Is that really what you need? And I'm thinking about the pirates. Actually, it's like, what did they do with all that money? I mean, it's just like it was like an obsession.
Oh, yeah.
I never thought about it.
No, it's an unanswered question.
Well, but it's just like and then they made more, and then they made more. It's like, there are a lot of people actually pirates today.
It's kind of like the philosophy. Everybody's thinking the grass is greener on the other side, but the grass is greener where you water it. So it's like finding yourself. You have to. That's my
Holy moly.
That's my philosophy in life, and I'm
Vanessa.
still
That was
finding
good.
myself. So I'm still watering my own grass in order for me to continue to move forward.
Did you come up with that?
I don't know. Yeah, I think I did.
I think you just
just
did
coined
on
it.
your show.
I
you
think you
rocked
guys
it on Rockers
motivated
for
me.
Wildlife.
That was good.
That's
You got to
a quote.
coin
You
that.
got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, make a meme. Yeah.
Oh my
Super
gosh.
With green grass.
In a blue
you-
bottle.
Blue bottle.
Blue
you
bottle.
watering it.
Water the blue bottle.
You know, one thing as I'm listening to everybody and being extremely motivated, so I already know I'm going to leave here and like probably $1 million is going to fall off the back of a truck, and I'm going to be able to help the world at levels that are just
Amazing.
crazy.
Or
but-
you might fall in love, or you might
Yeah, there's
help
the possibilities.
somebody.
I'm always
Things.
helping somebody. I'm helping you all.
Yeah. And right.
You're helping me.
Right.
We're helping each other. That's what banding together. What's team stand for? Together. Everybody achieves more. Period.
And we need something for epic, like everything positive is considered.
Everybody pees individually. No. Sorry, no.
Everything positive
I'm
is
sorry, no. I'm just,
Everything positive is consistent.
oh my God.
I'm on
She's
a roll
on a
today.
roll.
Slap this. Now we're tapping
Somebody
in.
give me a contract.
We're tapping into the universe
No,
like
it's all
nobody's
the
business.
I feel the positive
Wow.
vibes. I'm
Wow.
excited.
You know, it's about learning how to tune your personal destiny. You know, that's the key. You tap into what you love. I've been fortunate. I made all my hobbies my careers. So it's been a peaceful journey other than marriage. No, I mean, my marriage, my kids, all that. I've lived a great life, and I appreciate everything that my life was through that period and everybody that was involved with it. I want to look at the good, not the bad. The bad was so small compared to the good. You know, that's the key. And so you're right. When you were talking about that earlier, it's so important to stop and look at the good of what was happening in the moment that you're saying is bad. Because it's usually not. It's a tool. Dorothy, I see you're getting ready to... Oh, yeah. I could see her licking her chops over there ready to jump on that microphone. What were you going to say, dear?
Well, I was just thinking about how out of alignment some people are with what they say. And I was looking at a poster while I was waiting to come back in. And I have several quotes from this very interesting man who unfortunately died of pancreatic cancer because he was so angry. And yet he says some of the most beautiful things. So what I like about the recalibration is it helps bring us into alignment with not only what we're saying, but who we really are. Because so many people say all of the right things and then are thinking all of the wrong things. So one of the most important things to me is to become conscious of what our primary thoughts are, because thoughts are things. And I ask everybody, and in the recalibration, I ask everybody to enlist the people you love, to ask you, you might want to rethink that or re-say that. And because it's just an old program. We've got so many old programs running. So the recalibration helps us recalibrate.
Therecalibration.com. What more can we say? And actually, here's something that's near and dear to your heart, and talk about helping even more people. The event that we're having at the end of January at the beautiful Kona Kai in San Diego, beautiful resort on the water. So that's the recalibration for everybody that comes. But then in March, we're doing one here in Hollywood. It's going to be exclusively for veterans.
Ooh, I'm loving you already.
And the friends that accompany the veterans to the recalibration. I'm getting choked. It's going to be so powerful.
Well, you know me and the veterans.
Exactly. So we might need to talk, because you might need to be there. We'll talk.
It's huge. Yes,
we'll
we
talk
will.
more. Can I give a shout out to our friend Tess Cacciatore?
Oh my God, Tess Cacciatore,
who introduced us to you, and then we had you on our show, the Life Changes Show. And then from that, you invited us to Rockers for Wildlife, and now we're like family.
Yeah, we are. It's a resident thing. So yes, shout out, baby. Go ahead and shout out to everybody. Hey, Tess, how's it going? I'm sure you're listening. I'm positive you're listening. Definitely. Hey, Tess, I appreciate everything you've done, and you've done amazing with your Gwyn network, and I look forward to the future of that, definitely.
Yeah, and Vanessa and her need to connect. I mean,
I don't know her. I've talked to her once on the phone.
We've already
amazing. I've heard a lot of amazing things about her. So I'm excited to meet her.
Oh, yeah, she's an amazing lady, definitely.
Yeah, and we're so glad we've met Vanessa.
Yeah, I'm very glad. I think I leave today with
a
more positive mindset
and new friends.
I'm excited. I love friends, especially positive friends that bring positive influences into your life. So.
Indeed.
Talk about your Life Changes show. I know the recalibration just in specific times of the year, but Life Changes show is all the time. Mark, school us.
The Life Changes show is thanks, Filippo.
Well, there's so many things.
Yeah.
Well, it meets everybody where they are. It's the one thing we all have in common is that life changes. It's that simple. Everybody's on a journey, and it doesn't matter where you grew up or what your cultural or religious beliefs are. You wake up in the morning working with what you have and trying to create the best existence you can for yourself and those around you. And we're sharing that. We started sharing that together 8 years ago and grew that into what is now the Life Changes show, and moving into these other curriculums, but also a live event format pretty soon. And
bam! Yeah. Loving that. Talk about the live format deal. I hadn't heard that part. Can you share a little niblet of that?
Well, I don't know how much we can talk about.
Okay, all right. We'll share it when you do it.
You're familiar with our show, and obviously we're going to be doing that in front of large live audiences and much more interactive.
Nice.
And then there'll be a lot of, you like to call them snacks, that we'll bring to the table. So.
Ooh, we love snacks, baby. Yeah. And then that leads you to the full course meal, definitely. Oh, yeah. So it's 12:57, and you all take this thing and let's just freestyle it. So I'll give you a little background music, talk about motivational stuff. Let's elevate the people on the way out, right? Dorothy, you want to take the reins? Positive affirmations. Give people some snacks, stuff that they can carry with them today. Here we go, people. Hey, go to rockersforwildlife.com. Go to Facebook. We've got the Rockers for Wildlife site. We're on Twitter. We're on Instagram. Just dial in Rockers for Wildlife. And we need you to like our stuff, because here's the thing. We're working to save the planet. We work with tons of animals. We work with tons of humans. And we need support. And when you like us, that gives us the support we need to keep moving forward. So start clicking away, baby. And we're going to take it out with some positiveness, a little bit of music, and we're going to ride this wave out next Wednesday. We will be back, same bat time, same bat channel. And Dorothy, take us out with some positive stuff.
Oh, my favorite affirmation is I love me. And I say it as often as I need to on those days where maybe that might not be my truth at the moment. But I love me. I love and forgive myself.
In a world where everybody loves themselves first.
Ooh, keep going. Mark?
How could I follow that?
Vanessa, you've been
you
reeling
are the
them
power
out.
in your world.
That's right.
I think the biggest one is believe in yourself and remember the grass is greener where you water it.
Yay.
Always.
That's awesome. And I was talking over you. I was saying that you are the power in your world.
Ooh.
Definitely.
That's real good. Oh my God. Your
That's a
mission.
Dorothyism.
Your mission is to become you. Woo!
Is that new?
Yes. Oh, did that just hit me? The universe just.
I love that.
Oh,
I love
you know
that.
what? That felt good. That was ecstasy.
That's mission possible.
Mission
That's
possible.
wonderful. I like that.
Nice.
Your
Thank
mission
you.
is
Thank
to
you for being
become
here.
you. Thank you.
Thank you so
That's
much.
the Life Changes Show. Tell everybody where they can go again for recalibration.
LifeChangesShow.com or therecalibration.com.
And you know what? On that note, you know what? It's 1 o'clock. I want to tell my lovely host, thank you.
for
Tell
having me.
everybody about Gaviota Tequila. This is the encore.
Check it out, gaviotatequila.co.
Oh,
and check
baby.
us out on Facebook as well, Gaviota Tequila.
Grab that bottle. Hold it up, Filippo. Oh, my God. We want to
We
thank.
like the front side and
Oh,
the
yeah.
back side. And
We're going to thank
we're gonna pop her open in a little bit.
Mark, Filippo, Dorothy, LJ, Stevie, Steve, Vanessa,
Everybody,
the rest of
thank
the
you.
world. Thank you for tuning
Thank you for
in.
having us.
Next week, we are going to rock the house.
Thank you
We will
too, Paul.
catch you on the flip side, kiddos. You're welcome, everybody. Take care.
You're listening to Rockers for Wildlife Radio with Paul Paget, only on LA Talk Radio.